Hey all, if you watched my last video, it was about a photo that I took from a bus in Midtown Manhattan, 2010, I guess. And it got me thinking just how many pictures I've taken over the years from a car or from a bus. I call it my drive-by shootings, I guess. And it sounds dark or creepy, but I don't really mean anything by it. And I'm certainly, when I'm the driver, I'm not generally taking pictures as I'm driving. Usually as I'm stopped at a traffic light or in traffic or something like that. In this picture right here, I think I got this one maybe late spring, late winter. I think it was spring actually, 2011, in downtown Albany or under an underpass somewhere in Albany. And over the years, I've taken a lot of pictures like that, but from my car and sometimes from buses. This is a picture that I got at Nantasket Beach in Hull. I think this was 2011, maybe. I think I was flying out of Boston somewhere, and I was the passenger. I like this picture for some reason. I think the anonymity of it. I like the candidness. Just watching, two people just interact. Some of the drive-by shootings that I used to get were when I lived in Albany, New York. I would take a CDTA bus down Central Avenue, and Central Avenue it runs west to east in Albany along this road right here, and I would take pictures, from the bus, of the people on the sidewalk as I went to and from work at the New York State Capitol, where I was working for many years. And I think this picture I got in 2008. This, I don't know. I don't think I got this from a bus. Actually, I think I got this from my car. 2011, actually. It'd be interesting to see if this picture ever registered, if this gentleman ever registered on Google Earth. I'll have to check that sometime. This one might have been from my car. Could have been from a bus. Looks like from a car. But yeah, some of those pictures that I took from the CDTA bus, I go back and I look at, and I remember, because I haven't lived in Albany, but it brings up the memory of what that commute was like and what the people were like. There's a picture from inside the bus. I think this was sometime in 2009, maybe. Really, really like the rip in the shirt right there for some reason. That's the CDTA bus right there at night. Yeah, and I worked in this building right here, the New York State Capitol, and the bus kind of would go on the east side, and I'd get off there usually if I wasn't walking. But on the ride home, I would get some neat shots of the sunset. This picture was in September of 2008 along, I guess, Central Avenue or Washington Avenue, one of them. There's another guy. I don't know when I got this picture, but I would just kind of point the camera out of the bus window and snap shots. This young lady, this was September 2008. I think she thought I was like a pervert guy, and she started pounding on the window, and I was like, "Yo, you can look at my camera. There's nothing there." And then she kind of laughed it off. But it was a little embarrassing. It gave me some pause, and I definitely understand it. But still, photography kind of compels you. Here was a guy I got one morning smoking a cigarette. I really liked this picture a lot. I hadn't seen it in a while. I got that along Central Avenue. This one I really like for some reason. It was from August or September 2008, and something about the little girl looking towards the bus and the mother minding something. I don't know if it's a phone or what it was. It looks like they'd come from like a Burger King, maybe. I see the bag right there. But I like that photo. I've forgotten about that photo. some more. This one, actually, this was from New York City, actually. This was from a bus company that ran out of Albany's version of Chinatown to maybe Midtown Manhattan. But here's another photo from my CDTA bus trips. And CDTA stands for Capital District Transit Authority, I think. I haven't taken one of those buses in years. But yeah, you get a good glimpse of life along Central Avenue. There's another photo I just kind of liked. Sometimes people would look back at you. You know, they'd look back, or not. They'd be oblivious. Just people going about their day, checking the time, meeting old friends and acquaintances, doing underground facilities work. Not sure about this one, but it brings me back. I really kind of have my memory jogged in a good way sometimes by photos like this, and I'm glad I'm able to share this with you. So thank you for watching.